wonderful terrestrial humanoids, you. 'Tis I, Rory O'Callagh, your buddy and pal on the wonderful, magnificent, adventurous, passionate, exotic, sometimes erotic, but only in a merrily sound way, road that is Tabaciana and Briar. Fine Briar, like the OG, original gangster, Rory O'Callagh, official. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Pot pipe. No pot, just pipe. Stay in school, kids. Anyhow, it's legal though, you know. It's legal in many, many places now. But don't use that for these, or these for that, rather. That's not wise at all, is it? Now, only baccy in here, and only the finest baccy. Today, I am smoking Peterson of Dublin Irish Cask, a delectable tobacco. And I love this, my first and foremost, and still my favourite really, McLary of Ingalls by David McLary, available now on the eBay pipe. Now, many of you were prognosticating that something had happened to David. He shut down his shop, you know, retired, what have you, I don't know. No, the man was on vacation. He was fishing in Florida, caught a ton of fish. He's frying them now as we speak. And he's back online. And if you go to his shop right now, McLary of Ingalls on eBay, or at 70 Bearman, you'll see for yourself what stock he's got and what's available for you to either bid on or perhaps negotiate. And if you have trouble getting yourself a McLary of Ingalls pipe, go ahead and reach out to me. I can get you directly in touch with David, the master craftsman himself, and you can work out some sort of a personal arrangement. But I'm so glad to be back with you for a short spell. I have a reason for being here. Of course, it is the week of St. Patrick's Day. That's right, St. Patrick's Day falls on Thursday, the 17th of this March, this week. It's also Purim, so Chag Sameach to all of my Jewish friends who are celebrating the story of Esther. That's where we get the term, the whole Megillah from, by the way. Just a little side note, Google it. But St. Patrick was apparently, arguably, Roman, British, before he was kidnapped away to Northern Ireland and kept there until he could escape 6 years later at 21. And he became a clergyman, and he went back. Yeah? Became the patron saint, as you know, of Ireland. And it's a big day there for Irish Catholics. It's a big day for those who celebrate it. It seems to, in the cities, in the metros, have become definitely Americanized, if you will. I hear in America, Irish Americans, they do a shindig. I mean, in Chicago, they dye the whole frickin' river green. And people dye their beer green. I had that once, but I think they used too much food coloring, and my whole mouth was green afterwards. Unless that was a trick. Not certain. But nevertheless, happy St. Patrick's Day to those of you celebrating. I believe all pipers usually do. It just seems like a very Irish thing to do, doesn't it? Smoke a pipe. Well, I give that over to Peterson of Dublin as well, and mastering the craft. But David McLary is certainly a master of the craft, and he is the subject for our brief video today. Before we get into that, hold on, relight. It's a good measure of how much talking you're doing and how little listening you're doing in a conversation, by the way. If you burn out like all the time, that means you're talking too much. You've got two ears and one mouth. You should listen twice as much as you speak. That's what the wife always tells me. Anyway, I don't want one puff of this to go to waste, but I do want to tell you that we did suffer a tragedy in this family, our family. You know, for many of you have been following along with me since the very beginning here on the YouTubes or the Instagram. You know that I have 3 puppies, and one of them is my golden cocker, Norman Peterson. Then I've got my cocker poodle Maltese mix. He's a Kaltipu, and he goes by the name Biprati. You appreciate that if you're a piper. And then we had another named Latakia, and she was struck and killed by a murderous car. And I've forgiven them in my heart, but I know the Lord has vengeance for those who are evil in theirs. And so I leave it to him. And we really prayed on it. And after a month and some time, we really felt like it was necessary to fill that vacancy, that void, not to replace our Latakia, but to have a new pup come join our family. And so I want to introduce you, be the first to introduce you, at least to still images. I'm not ready to put her on camera quite yet, to our gorgeous purebred chocolate cocker spaniel with blue or sometimes green eyes, depending on the weather. I think on St. Patrick's Day they'll be green for certain. And this is my little baby, Chocolate Cavendish. Yeah, and she's chocolate, so what do you want? I'm sorry. We have been calling her Cav. I don't know if that works or not. I don't want to call her Dish because then I can't tell her to stay out of the other dog's dish. I have problems, but they're really first world problems. So moving on from that, that's really joyful stuff. We're happy about it. Again, we're still mourning and grieving the loss of our beautiful Latakia, but we move on in life as the Lord would have us. So, it needs kindling. But speaking of David McLary and McLary of Ingalls, fine briar pipes, David has this wonderful habit of blessing me. And I call it wonderful because I am the beneficiary of these blessings. And he contacted me after he returned from his vacation. And we have a great friendship, really caring guy, wonderful human being, godly fella, great family. Love his whole family, don't even know him, really. Know him, but don't know him, if you know what I mean. And we've come to really develop this friendship. And it seems like he wants to bless me with gifts all the time. And in honor of St. Patrick's Day and his return to the world of sales, David sent me a pipe. Now, usually I do a full-blown unboxing. I haven't got time for the pain. Neither of you. Everybody's going about their business now. It's a very busy week. I told you, Purim, St. Patrick's Day, you know, all that and other stuff. But I really wanted to cut to the chase with this one and get right to it. First off, we have the trademark McLary of Ingalls sock. Beautiful, beautiful, nice textured kind of sweat material that you can, not sweaty, but sweat pant material. And a beautiful engraved, it's embroidered, sorry, by Dave's wife, the McLary insignia, the nomenclature that goes on the pipes, the very same stamp. And it's really wonderful because your pipe in here, you can just polish it just by having it in there. And this one is a really wonderful shape. I've seen it already. I'm sorry, and I'm very joyful over it. And I can think of no better way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day week, or St. Patrick's Day for that matter, than to unveil the 2022 McLary of Ingalls St. Patrick's Day pipe. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous beauty. The rusticated apple, I believe. Call me if I'm wrong. Too fat to be a billiard, I'd say. You know? It's got some nice girth to it, like yours truly. With the signature rustication coming out of custom built from David McLary, and that beautiful arrow showing off some of the gorgeous briar that's underneath it all. It's not a waste. It's a great, great work of craftsmanship. Then you see on the mortise the beautiful, beautiful, crazy St. Patrick's Day confetti mortise, and then that gorgeous jade green stem. I love it, love it, love it. Beautiful, beautiful diameter, great, nice thick bowl, a deep bowl. You can have a good hour-long smoke in this, no problem. Something heavy, Latakia based, no doubt, in honor of her, I suppose. And I love it, David. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to encourage everybody out there who doesn't already have, or maybe only has a few. I've got over a dozen McLary of Ingalls pipes. Go and see Dave's shop right now on the eBay. It's McLary of Ingalls, or you could just look him up by his ID. That's at 70 Bearman. That's at the number 70 Bearman. He's a bear man. He loves bears. And I love this pipe. I cannot wait to smoke it. You're going to have to wait to see me actually christen this on the proper day, the proper occasion, and it will be for, of course, St. Patrick's Day, or Paddy's Day, as they call it back in the Emerald Isle. And so I bid you all a very blessed week. May the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face to shine upon you. The Lord lift up his countenance unto each and every one of you, fill your pipes, give you new pipes, and grant you his shalom this week and every other week. I'll see you on St. Patrick's Day for a very wonderful, heartfelt, yet brief St. Patrick's Day message from yours truly, Rory O'Connor, right here on Put That in Your Pipe. Ooh, look at that gorgeous beauty. And smoke it. Ciao for now.